Like the shooter in this video, says Deputy Inspector Craig.
From taking on Venezuelan gangs to the largest gang bust in the history of Queens, these are epic NYPD gang takedowns.
This long-term investigation began with the murder of a promising teen basketball player. Now, nearly 4 years later, NYPD detectives tell us they have dismantled two rival gangs who terrorized.
Hey, these niggas look so scary. What's up with them? But I've never understood the concept of joining a gang. Like, does it give you street credibility? Something.
Jamaica residents with reckless gunfire, using drill music videos and social media to fuel their beefs. We got an exclusive look at their focused methods.
I look at the way their faces look, man. These niggas look scary. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yo.
They're very different from the wide net gang sweeps of the past. Some of the more than 30 suspects were already behind bars in state prison and on Rikers Island for other crimes. They were brought into the 111th precinct to be charged in this major gang conspiracy case. So serious were the safety concerns.
Hey yo, what's up with that?
About the explosive rivalry between the crews known as Money World and their opposition or ops, the local trap stars, that police booked them at separate precincts to keep their family members and associates separated when they showed up.
It's pretty much shoot on sight when they see the opposition, and a lot of times innocent people are caught in the middle of it.
Over the last 5 or 6 years, these two gangs terrorized an entire.
Man, it's crazy how in the United States, this is how they live their daily life.
Before sunrise, more than 150 NYPD detectives and supervisors.
Yeah, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can keep me out of the gang. From joining the gang, you know why? Yeah, so subscribe.
Assembled for the takedown of the alleged gang members.
Yeah, that thing's funny though.
Most are between the ages of 18 to 22 and have been arrested before.
It started in the Baisley houses when Amir Griffin got shot and killed.
In October 2019, 14-year-old Amir Griffin, a Cardozo High School student athlete, was the unintended target of a shooting. He was killed on the basketball courts near his home.
Don, anything you want to say?
18-year-old Sean Brown was arrested for the murder and is part of this case.
That could have been me. It could be my cousins, my nephews. I mean, it's just sad that had to happen, but today we have justice for the family.
As detectives investigated, they found a connection to other shootings that were happening in South Jamaica, somewhere in broad daylight.
Damn! Did you guys see how the bullets were passing by?
They found a connection to other shootings that were happening in South Jamaica.
Like here, it's already like here. I feel like this is blood. What the fuck is this?
Somewhere in broad daylight, one even outside a high school. Police say an escalating rivalry between the Money World and local trap star gangs was responsible.
Once a shooting occurs and there's retaliation for that shooting, it goes back and forth. And it seems like they're never satisfied with the amount of violence they've committed, and they're always trying to get one up on their opposition.
Captain Gillis says the rivalry is over territory, not money or drugs. The hatred heated up over social media taunts and drill music videos.
Hey yo!
Where they allegedly bragged about the shootings, the actual locations, and even the calibers of guns used in incidents under investigation.
The drill rap is always a motivator, right? And the drill rap is so specific in that they mention people that have been killed in the past and disrespect those people that have been killed in the past.
Okay, this is why I feel like a lot of these rappers be actually incriminating themselves. Because why you talking about what you do in a song? You see, it's a dumb move.
And it creates a residual effect where it's a tit for tat, a one for one. Everyone's trying to get one up on the scoreboard. That creates a retaliatory effect on both sides.
Chief, you have a lot of members of the NYPD here. Who is here and involved in this operation?
Yeah, so this operation involves members of the Detective Bureau. In particular, there's two different units. It's called Queens South VCS. And in addition to that, it's a gun violence suppression unit.
What's happening here right now is you see different groups getting together. They're getting their assignments, and they're also getting their orders from their superiors about how they're going to do this raid, how they're going to take
I was about to say I'm not seeing any black police officer, but then I saw this guy, so I was like, Okay.
Suspects in. Detectives from local precincts as well as warrants, homicide, and narcotics units provided backup and were involved in the tactical attack meeting to review strategy.
Most of you guys know which your position is going to be on the team.
Yeah, these guys are buffed. Look at the bodies, huh?
We're going to take our time when we get into the location. Make sure we communicate.
Before we go out, they asked me and my cameraman to take precautions too. So they're giving us bulletproof vests because many of the suspects that they're going after today have been pre-indicted on very serious gun charges. Some are actually accused of murder. We head out onto the highway towards South Jamaica. We're part of an NYPD caravan right now going to the various locations where detectives will be apprehending the suspects in this case.
We can kill the lights.
We arrive at the house. The detectives surround it according to plan, while others do a door knock and go in with a warrant for the suspect. The detectives were able to find the person that they were looking for. They have taken this suspect in custody. They were in the house. They came out. No shots have been fired. This suspect, who was wanted for murder, is brought in to be booked. Another team returns with a suspect who wasn't part of the original case. Police say he panicked and threw this gun out the window while the officers were looking for someone else.
Get that my
Did you guys see how hard he had to get the spit in his mouth so that he can be able to spit it out?
We're looking for someone else.
Get that my face, man.
The NYPD says this case, like others in recent
but
years,
the guy wasn't even in trouble. He just panicked. Like, why are you panicking, yeah?
shows that when they
If you're gonna walk around with a strap, then you better be mentally prepared. Why are you panicking?
do sharply focused investigations
Damn.
and take the most violent offenders off the streets, the surrounding communities experience a drop in gun violence.
It was crazy.
Guys did horrific violence out in the streets of South Jamaica. So it's a victory for the community today that these guys are actually all apprehended.
Countless acts, several homicides, non-fatal shootings, incidents of gunfire throughout the community absolutely took its toll. And I'm happy that we were able to deliver a clear message today that won't be tolerated.
Of course, all of the suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty, but the NYPD says they have more than enough evidence to support the charges so that they will not be able to shoot anyone again for a very long time.
They're waving the guns around.
Correct.
Waving guns and flashing gang signs on this video. The NYPD says these are suspected.
Oh, these are even migrants from Venezuela. Venezuelan gang crimes.
Members of the ruthless Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, which
Hey,
has
yo!
been infiltrating the U.S. for the last 2 years. NYPD Assistant Chief of Detectives Jason Savino telling me it is believed.
Man, if I can be able to get a PC like this type of PC,
Assistant Chief of
be so
Detectives
fucking
Jason
pumped up.
Savino telling me it is believed this video was made while the gang members were in Ecuador, and its purpose is to recruit new members.
Then, when you fast forward, you see the same individuals where? In Times Square. So that's our concern.
The NYPD says Tren de Aragua has been making it over the border with the migrant influx and is getting established in New
Okay, so this is why Trump is so hard on like taking people back to their countries because of this.
York.
What we do see is they are trying to grow.
The gang has gone from petty crimes like shoplifting and stealing cell phones and jewelry to all-out shootouts in the streets. Alleged gang member Bernardo Raul Mata recently confessing to police that gang members are being instructed to shoot police officers. Mata is charged with shooting 2 officers after they stopped him for riding a moped the wrong way on a one-way street in Queens.
Bro, you could have just gotten out of that whole thing with a ticket. You had to shoot police. Oh my days.
In court, an assistant district attorney revealing what
That's crazy because they could have just gotten a ticket and then or a minor charge. But bro, you go ahead and now double down to shooting
Mata told
crazy.
investigators about the gang.
Trendy Arabic members are smuggling firearms into city shelters inside food delivery packages. That way they don't have to go through the metal detector.
Guns being smuggled into migrant shelters in food delivery packages that are not being screened. The gang violence is escalating, and now drugs are coming into the picture.
We're just starting to see a drug called Tusi, which is a pink cocaine type substance.
It seems like this is a huge challenge.
It's as big of a challenge as we faced.
The NYPD has faced difficult challenges in the past.
And this is
And
crazy.
is determined to win this fight to keep New Yorkers safe.
We're having success. We're taking down networks of individuals. We're up to the task and we'll accomplish it.
Now, today I also reached out to City Hall about security and metal detectors at the city-run migrant shelters, and I asked them why food containers are not being screened for possible weapons or drugs. Now, I was told those items are supposed to be screened every single time. And now
So maybe it's like an inside job, because you find maybe there's someone from in the inside that is like, hey, I'll give you this amount of money, just let the stuff pass. Something like that.
the city is now retraining security personnel at all city-run migrant shelters.
We had that first-hand look at how the NYPD is bringing alleged gang members who terrorize their own community to justice. And now the Bronx DA says they've been charged in a 176-count felony indictment. Nay Benz, police say you're a trigger puller.
Why is the guy shouting like that? What's up?
Nay Benz, police say you're a trigger puller. Police say you're a trigger puller. Is that true? What? Police say you're a trigger puller. Is that?
I feel like he's doing a lot, because even if you see his homies are just like, bro, what you doing?
We're here at a secret undercover location in the Bronx where NYPD detectives are getting ready to launch a manhunt for nearly 24 gang members wanted for serious felonies, including murder. It's a Lisa Evers exclusive. It's before dawn on
It's Lisa Elvis exclusive. Subscribe.
Wednesday, but NYPD detectives from the Gun Violence Suppression Division, called GVSD for short, are joined by detectives from Bronx precincts and warrant squads for this important mission. Their mission? Stopping the reign of terror caused by teens, young men, and a few women who engage in running gun battles with their opposition or ops at all hours of the day and night.
The problem with this is, you might be just an innocent bystander, because these guys, I don't think they even go to the shooting range to practice their shooting. They just spray everywhere. Now that's the problem, because you might get hit.
No matter who's in the way, right in their own community.
These cases,
Night, no matter who's in the way,
Wait, they were being chased down by the car.
right in their own community.
Oh, by a motorbike.
these cases are the single
Goddamn.
most impactful reason that shootings trend downwards.
The targets are 20 members of the Slattery gang based out of Slattery Playground in the Fordham section of the Bronx.
If you come around from 2 on, that's when it fills up with all the gangs.
Investigators say they're responsible for more than a dozen shootings and attempted murders.
It's almost like they were competing with each other to see who could shoot more times.
The Slattery crew, also known by other names like Slaughtery and S-Block, allegedly took aim at their main opponents or ops.
Okay, so it's like 3 of them are still not. And why? She's the only female here. Oh, is this a guy? No, it's only one female. Goddamn.
Other young people for no good reason. Investigators say the hatred is fueled by inflammatory disses about murdered ops and drill raps posted on social media. That's aspiring drill rapper Nate Benz,
Yeah, I think we saw this guy getting.
who police say is one of the gang leaders. The average age of the case subjects is 20. Teen girls are trigger pullers too, like the shooter in this video, says Deputy Inspector Craig Edelman.
They're shooting at each other.
God damn! Did you see the way the guy was running away, but the bullets
average
kept
age of the case
coming?
subjects is 20. Teen girls are trigger pullers too.
Are you guys seeing this, or am I blocking your view? I think I'm blocking your view. This is crazy, man. This is crazy.
Like the shooter in this video, says Deputy Inspector Craig Edelman.
They're shooting at each other with a yellow school bus filled with kids in between them.
Making the community safe again is their passion and purpose. For takedown leader, Detective Brandon Ravello, it's personal. This is where he grew up.
A lot of the subjects are wanted for being active trigger pullers, so they're asking us to put on these bulletproof vests before we go out to the locations once the manhunt gets underway. We're on the highway now as part of the caravan going to the first destination. These detectives know exactly who they are looking for because all of the subjects in this case have been pre-indicted by a Bronx grand jury.
Officers go into the building, every detail and movement planned in advance.
Right now, the detectives are inside the building going into the apartment where they have a search warrant to apprehend the suspect.
Sergeant Christopher Neal is in constant communication with team members, making sure everyone gets in and out safely.
In recent history, we've seen that impact takedowns or takedowns of this magnitude have a profound impact on the community.
What's going on here?
Oh shit, she's pregnant.
To have a profound impact on the community.
Now you see this. This is why these people will never like. If you grow up with your parent doing the same thing, I feel like you'll just grow up doing the same thing.
What's going on here?
I love you, babe.
A female suspect who's 8 months pregnant is brought out in handcuffs from an apartment.
What's going on? Why did they pick you up?
We are here executing a search warrant on Table Avenue in the Bronx in regards to a drive-by shooting that happened in a public school playground.
Bronx District Attorney Darcel Clark announced a 176-count conspiracy indictment against the alleged gang members for everything from attempted murder to robbery and weapons possession. More than a dozen guns were recovered, including some from the takedown.
We're going to stay at this no matter what, no matter how long it takes. We are laser focused on making sure that we keep the public safe.
They are absolutely firing bullets without remorse or regret and without regard of anybody that's around.
This is one of the most violent crews that I've seen. You made our streets, our communities into a battlefield, and there's no excuse for that.
The team members believe their efforts are a step forward in making people feel safe again.
Today, I think, is a victory for the community.
Oh, I feel like this is crazy, man. Okay, we're about to end.
Gang that claims a territory inside of a park where children play, it has all the potential for tragedy.
So you're not a trigger puller? No, I don't pull no triggers.
Now, as bad as it looks, all the defendants are presumed innocent.
Yo, this is crazy, guys. So yeah, we've come to the end of the video. Follow me on Twitch, subscribe. Adios.